Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase back from Malaysia where I was able to attend the Malaysia Diecast Expo event over the weekend, as well as the One Night in Malaysia special dinner that Mini GT put on the same day. What an event. I was there as a guest of Mini GT and Kaido House, and what a treat it was to meet so many cool collectors, so many cool people, hang out with Glenn and June and my friends with Mini GT. It was just such a cool week. Kind of surreal that I'm back, and kind of surreal that I was out in KL there in Malaysia. It was super cool. Wanted to put a bow on that. I've got some cool footage that's going to be the second part of this video of the Mini GT and Kaido House display. They did an incredible job. They had an incredible display. They sold these exclusives, and anyway, you'll see all that. No talking, just me walking around, shooting a bunch of stuff. We'll get close-ups of these models later, but you'll kind of get a sense of what these displays look like. They were fantastic, that Kaido House and Mini GT put on. Nonetheless, I already did a live stream on Instagram with these two models, the Kaido House exclusive from MDX and the Mini GT, but we're going to open those up. And then I have the two Kaido House models. I'm sorry, the Kaido House dinner model and the One Night in Malaysia dinner model. If you remember, I did that video with Glenn that we filmed there where he talked about these models. We'll get into those details in a little bit. And so let's just get to it. I'll show these once more. This is the Kaido House MDX exclusive. June did a special model for the Japan event. Same R34 Skyline, I believe it was red. And then this gold model. I'll show you the packaging here. Here's the box. So I think this style is, this is the car that's being released here very shortly by Kaido House, but that hobby dealers will have. But you can see Malaysia Diecast GTR 34 Kaido Works. There's the box. I mean, he does an amazing packaging, really cool design. There's the box. It's the standard box type, and then he just does different art for these different models. So that's the this was the MDX model. So you can see it's got this, I don't know, what do you call that color? Actually, before I even show you that, I'll show you the engine. Kind of see the detailing. I can't go super close up, maybe I can later, but you can see the detailing in the engine. This is a new model that, like I said, is just coming out, and you know, this has the Kaido House touch to it, right? The metal alloy wheels, everything else. I mean, it's just, June describes this stuff, you know, they're in some ways fantasy models, because he's like, I would never cut up an R34 like this. That's why he can do it in 164 and design these, kind of go wherever he wants to go and make these really creative models. And they're just something. I mean, whether it's your style or not, the creation of these and the execution of these, the fact that he partnered with Mini GT, because they do, I mean, we know what they do, they know the quality of their models. It's just something really cool to look at. So this was the MDX model. And then he also had the dinner model. So they did, I think, I don't know what the exact numbers, I think these were around 1,200 made, and they sold out at the event. The lines were crazy long. I think there's probably footage of that for this model and the Mini GT. They both had windows where they were selling. And then they did, there were 300 attendees at the, let me get a little knife here. There were 300 attendees at the dinner, had to buy a ticket. And if you remember, Glenn talked about this, and I think the same with June, these models were made for only attendees. They're not going to be sold anywhere. They didn't do any extras. It was just for the ticket holders at the event, and anything that was extra, as Glenn said, they would be destroyed. So some people, I saw some comments on that. I actually like that, because that's what this event is for. If I weren't there, I wouldn't have one. There will be other events that Mini GT will do. I won't be there. If you're there and you bought a ticket, then you get this model, and I think that's a very cool philosophy, and I think that's what Glenn and June wanted to create with this. So this is a similar model, right? But it's just got some differences. And I think there was 300 made, obviously, for each attendee. Go ahead and move this box over here. And essentially the same thing, but now with these special gold rims. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's differences here. If you look right here at the top, you can see that what is the yellow roll bar on the event model is now a gold roll bar on the dinner model. So we have that difference. So that's really cool. And then we have the gold rims. And I don't know if there's any other differences. If you guys are seeing it as I'm putting these on the turntable, you guys can tell me. The exhausts are gold and silver. Okay, silver on the event model, gold on the dinner model. So you can see that. Stretched barrels. It's just, or stretched tires and the deep barrels. Just these are, those of you who have these models and those of you that will get this Skyline, they're just something about them. There's just something about them. The execution of them, the way they feel in your hand. We can see if there's any difference in the engines. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. I feel like I'm a little low energy today, and I apologize for that. I'm just kind of, but you know, chill, nice and chill. This will be a fun video. Here is the MDX model, the event model by Mini GT. Same thing, just beautiful execution. And actually, as a reference, I actually thought, so this is, I should show you. This is the LB Silhouette Works Lamborghini Aventador GT Evo, matte black with red accent. This model has also been released. I don't have another Skyline. I don't have the June Skyline, so I don't have anything to reference. But this model has been released before. Here it is in white. I don't know if I have every color, but you can get a sense of this casting. Obviously, it's a Liberty Walk Aventador custom. So first one in white. Then I have we're waiting for me when I got home were these two samples. So there's, well, I can show you. White box. Then this black model of the GT Evo. Liberty Walk on, it says Liberty Walk on the spoiler of the white one. This one is just plain black. Headlights, taillights, right? Just those details. Black rims, black body, kind of a matte black. Beautiful. So that was the second version. Then also with that black one that was sent to me, I also have this baby blue version, which also has the Liberty Walk details on top. And then here it is, kind of a two-tone baby blue. Get some of those details around the rear window too, which look really nice. There's Edith. Happy to have me home. Really digging that blue model. And then, yeah, so that's reference for those three. And then now we have, adding to that, right, there's the MDX model. Shown this before, but, and we actually had this on the turntable. We shot it with Glenn, right? I don't think we didn't shoot the Skylines with Glenn, but shot this one as part of the rarities video that we did. I'm glad you guys like that. We're going to do more videos with Glenn because we got a really good response from that one. So that's the event model. And then I haven't, we've showcased it, but I haven't shown mine here. I'll do that real quick here. Kind of nice to open these up. Figured I'd do it on camera. So this is the one of 300 dinner model. You can see One Night in Malaysia. It is numbered, number 519. Details for the dinner. Let's see, that's really nice to have. And yeah, it's significant. It's cool to have all versions. I get it. And I had a lot of people ask me for these, but I understand, like I've already talked about, I understand Glenn's reasoning here, and this is very, very cool. So same model, this time, same, I think it might have the same black kind of base color, but then this one has all of the gold detailing, the gold rims, gold detailing on the body, obviously on the spoiler. Just super, super cool. I like the red and black. I really like the gold and black. But I think I've had a history of liking these gold and black models. I think they're really, really nice. So yes, I mean, if they just released this color as a standard release, I'd be really excited to have it. But obviously, it takes on a lot more significance as the dinner model. It's cool because it's rare. It's more cool because of the fact that I was there. Really, really cool. All right. Just I'm feeling that vibe, right? Okay, so this is the other thing. Glenn was nice enough to give me the director's model, or the director's gift model, the director's gift exclusive. This, let me remove the plastic here. I actually considered keeping it in the plastic just because of the rarity of this model. He talked about these. They did a GTR, Liberty Walk GTR first. This is the second director's gift. This is something that Glenn has done. He talked about it with the black chrome, that 65% of this run as they go back and forth gets thrown away because the black chrome doesn't come out the way it should. There's some bubbling and things. But this is the model that he holds on to, and then at different times will give as a gift to different vendors, different clients, just people. When he just feels like it's appropriate to give it to someone, he will. And so he's got a run. I don't know what the number is on this one, how many are produced, but obviously it comes in this special packaging. It gets its own number, and this is the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in black chrome. So I felt very honored to get one that he gave to me while we were filming this. So wanted to pull this one out actually as a reference to this SVJ casting. I believe this is the casting. So this is one that was released a few months ago, I believe, in dark blue with the gold rims. So you can get some detailing, kind of a look of what this casting is like this way, and then put that here. And then this is the director's gift. So he talked about this black chrome. They really had to go back and forth to make this perfect, and then they added some detailing here with this carbon fiber detailing on the roof. I want to be incredibly careful with this one. SVJ detailing on the back, and an incredible black chrome, which just, you know, kind of in the daylight takes on a different look. Shooting this on the turntable in Malaysia in the sky, in the gray skies, that was actually think showed it off better than even this one right now. But this thing is really, really special. Really, really cool. Again, significance goes beyond the execution, even though the execution is super, super special. But I wanted to show you this. It's been really cool to kind of get a glimpse of the Mini GT world, spending some time with Glenn, and then of course the Kaido House world with June. There's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of focus on doing it right. That's why, I don't know, you just start appreciating these models more for what they are. They represent a whole lot of work, a whole lot of teamwork, a whole lot of perfection, perfectionism, you know, going back and forth. If it's not what it needs to be, they start over again. And that's really, really cool to learn about. And as we cover Mini GT, I really want to focus on that with them because they've got a great, approach to the brand. All right, that's the first part of this video. Second part is just me walking around the Mini GT and Kaido House displays. You can kind of get a sense of some of the things that are coming. We'll cover some of that later as we go. Thanks to Glenn and June for what was an obviously special, special week. Enjoy this. Thanks. Bye.
车展第二季是发展出是因为我晚上是不是要上班？
哎，何川，你知道为什么消光了那台那个阿贝塔有那一台有一个红色的字，然后火刀选版本没有？消光。
我记得真车也是，真车图片是，
就是我们拿到实力。
对对。
消光没有。
我那也没有。
就那个，对不起，我看那个。
中间的题嘛，不一样。
就是我都看最后6嘛，然后
对对，差不多啦。
我就给小孩子这样，你去挑出来，
挑不一样。
对对对，看你觉得差异很大，就他给我排一堆。 Early bird station where they send you to buy